The Bible said in the last days there will be wars and rumors of wars, and nations rising against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms. Well, we're seeing those biblical signs fulfill themselves before our very eyes once again. Are you serious? Here we go. We don't need to start up another Cold War. I can't believe it. President Barack Obama's only been in office 5 years, and it seems like the frosty nature of the relationship between America and Russia couldn't be any colder. Well, here's what's going on around the world. I'm going to get to that in my third subject. First of all, U.S. sends submarines hunting jets to East China Sea. That's right. The United States military authorities have dispatched the first of 6 top tech submarines hunting jets to its there in the East China Sea, a move sure to ratchet up tensions among the Chinese and the United States. The Navy of the U.S. plans to send in a total of 6 P-8 Poseidon patrol craft aimed at bolstering the United States' ability to root out submarines in the area. This is being reported by Reuters. The deployment was planned months ago, but nothing less comes as China declares an air defense zone above islands owned by Japan and or South Korea. President Obama, in a response to the declaration, flew in 2 B-52 bombers into the so-called off-limits airspace, a strong message that the United States would not abide by China's new terms of destination. But Mr. Obama also said the United States businesses would obey China air zone declarations and refrain from flying private crafts into the zone without Beijing's permission. So here we go again with the appeasement. If we're going to say no, but okay, we won't let any of our commercial crafts fly through there. You just gave in. You just gave in. You don't tell them that. If you're not going to fly in there for security reasons, you just don't fly in there. But you don't tell the Chinese that. But then again, I'm just a preacher from the cornfields of Indiana. Now, also, while that's going on, Russia's got problems as well. I want to thank Larry from West Virginia for that report. Also, I want to thank Larry of West Virginia for the video I just did. He got the report to me of the water turning blood red there in Slovakia. Now, in the Ukraine, the government shows no signs of yielding. A resolution to Ukraine's political turmoil remains elusive today, this December the 4th, 2013, as thousands of people continue rallying in Kyiv, Ukraine, on the Independence Square, besieging key government buildings. This thing's getting out of control in the Ukraine. And while that's going on, in the Hezbollah's commander has been assassinated right in downtown Beirut, Lebanon. Gunmen assassinated a senior Hezbollah commander outside his home today, December the 4th, 2013, in southern Beirut, a major breach of the Shiite Muslim militant group's security as it struggles to maintain multiple fronts while it fights alongside President Bashar Assad in Damascus, Syria. I want to thank Sheila of Alabama for those 2 reports. And also Russia having serious issues here. I want to thank Larry of West Virginia for this report. But again, as I told you at the top of this video, that the relationship between Russia and America is ice cold. So let me have some hot coffee. And let's go to the ice cold Arctic, because now the Cold War has went even to a colder place. President Vladimir Putin said on yesterday, Tuesday, December the 2nd, 2013, that Russia had vital defense and economic interests. December 3rd. Today's December 4th. Can I get it right? President Vladimir Putin said yesterday that the vital defense and economic interests in the Arctic, citing a potential U.S. military threat from submarine-based missiles there. Russia detained 30 Greenpeace activists. What? Russia arrested 30 Greenpeace activists who were protesting against Arctic drilling at a Russian offshore platform in September, and they now face charges carrying 7-year jail sentences, undermining Moscow's strong interest in the Arctic region. Putin has ordered a Soviet-era military base reopened in the Arctic as part of a drive to make the northern coast of the global shipping route and secure the region's vast energy resources. Not only are there major economic interests for our country there, it is also an important part of our defense capabilities, says Putin. He told a meeting of university students in Moscow. There are U.S. submarines there, and they carry missiles, the Russian leader said. It only takes 15 to 16 minutes for U.S. missiles to reach Moscow from the Barents Sea. So should we give away the Arctic? We should, on the contrary, explore it. Nevertheless, Putin said Russia was unlikely to get involved in any global conflicts, particularly with the United States of America. But Russia, the world's largest country and its second biggest oil exporter, is vying with Canada, Denmark, Norway, and the United States for control of the oil, the gas, and the precious metals that would become more accessible if global warming shrinks the Arctic ice cap. Now, Moscow claims a whole swath of the Arctic seabed, arguing that it is extension of the Siberian continental shelf. Answering questions from students, Putin stressed the need for patriotism, a common theme in his third presidential term in which he faces growing dissidence and economic problems. So, sounds like Russia is getting very aggressive in the Arctic's ice caps, competing for the oil and using security against the United States of America for a reason that he should beef up his presence. So, again, the relationship between Obama and Putin is as cold as ice. I'm Pastor Paul Begley. We'll keep an eye on what's going on around the world. And the Bible prophecies are true as nations are rising up against nations.